Let's be honest. Although Tesla was like a tiny corporation with a huge goal 10 years ago, nowadays, it is most likely the world's most imitated firm. With the launch of the Cybertruck, they appear to have gathered a congregation of firms attempting to be Tesla that is larger than ever before. So it's safe to assume that the majority of those knockoffs will fail, right? Today, we are going to take a look at the creation of the main rival truck that is going to compete with Tesla's Cybertruck. We believe we've discovered a vehicle that will not only compete with the Cybertruck, but will completely replace it as the most sophisticated EV truck ever produced. So if you're interested in knowing more about this vehicle, stick around till the end of this video because we're confident you'll have changed your opinion about the Cybertruck by then. Welcome to TechLux, the channel that produces the latest tech news trends from all around the world. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be up to date of our weekly uploads. The Tesla Cybertruck was first conceived in 2012, and it's still under development today. When Musk declared that he planned to build a truck with a unique payload capacity, it seemed like a crazy concept at that time, given that the thing that actually held electric cars back was their weight and limited power. But 7 years later, they appear to have done it, and boy, does it appear to have come from the future. However, as it turned out, it was a little too ahead of its time since, as we all know, the truck is still not in production, and well, a lot has changed in the EV industry since that period. Particularly the distinctive and unique aspect of the electric truck has worn off owing to the emergence of alternatives to the Cybertruck. And there are a lot of them, so let's look at a couple. Rivian has the most visible competitor to Tesla's Cybertruck and EV domination in general. With their more traditional design, easier manufacture, and substantial support, they're on their way to producing a handful of their own trucks very soon, not to mention the offers of previously established firms. There's the Hummer EV, which is already available, and a Ford Lightning, which may be available shortly as well. With that kind of rivalry, it's easy to dismiss any new competition as simply another firm. However, when Edison Future, the firm whose vehicle we'll be looking at today, has done may well propel it ahead of the competition. Now that we've set the backdrop, let's turn our attention to the truck we believe will triumph over all others. Founded in 2020, one might think that such a new firm has little chance of defeating a behemoth with as much expertise as Tesla. Ordinarily, you'd be correct, but see, while this brand was newly founded, it's actually the merger of two already existing ones. First up is the California-based Phoenix Motor Cars, a firm you may not be familiar with, but has been involved in the development of electric vehicles for over 2 decades, even longer than Tesla. The second corporation is China-based SPI Energy, which has both cash and experience in one of the world's most rapidly electrified major industries. So in some ways, the firm has roots and a foundation that may be even stronger than Tesla's. Just listen to the company's chief marketing officer, Jose Paul Placal, who outlined the company's ambitions to go electric by saying that Edison Future is here to provide innovative, bold, and sustainable options for consumers. There are other manufacturers in the truck segment and we applaud those efforts. This quote implies the corporation is fully aware of the industry issues yet remains confident in its achievements. Not only, but he went on to say that the EV space is growing at such a rapid pace, so there is opportunity for numerous OEMs to address the demand. Because of our main goal is electric vehicle adoption, we simply provide additional choices in our unique, stylish, and complete with features and specs that create a unique value proposition for drivers. So what we have is a business with knowledge, self-awareness, and support necessary to create something unique. So, the only thing that remains is the real physical product that they will create. This is where the EF1T comes into play. This truck, or rather this platform, which also contains the EF1V, a modified van version of the truck, was developed by Icona Design Styling and debuted in the Los Angeles Auto Show. Speaking of the car, SPI Energy Chairman and CEO Xiao Fengpeng stated that our vision for Edison Future and Phoenix Motor Cars is to be leaders in sustainable transportation with focus on energy efficiency and innovative design. We are pleased to be collaborating Icona Design to bring this vision to a reality. That was one beautiful vision. There was the size up to 243 inches long or more than 20 feet. Since we're talking about such large figures, the truck is longer than any competitor, with the Cybertruck measuring 231.7 inches in length and the future Ford F-150 Lightning measuring up to 232.7 inches long. What is included with that size? A 3-motor configuration with a large 3,000-pound payload capability, 450 miles of range, and a 6.5-foot flatbed in the back, and a cutting-edge bright orange interior. Not only that, but the vehicle has a pretty interesting feature up its sleeve. The truck's most distinctive feature is the solar array on its roof, as well as its retractable shell, because, as you can see, the Chinese parent business SPI specializes in solar solutions. They were able to convert the first truck with solar panels covering the entire roof, as well as retractable futuristic shell that comes out to cover the deck, which was also covered with those cells. The system is comprised of a complex structure of telescoping solar louver panels that can extend all the way to the tailgate. And this so-called armadillo armor isn't only about solar because it also serves as a safety cover for objects in the bed. According to the Edison Future team, these solar panels may potentially deliver up to 25 to 35 miles of additional range per day as long as you're in sunny temperatures. To put this in context, another EV with comparable design, the upcoming Fisker Ocean EV, is expected to only be able to deliver 4 miles per day under sunny conditions, with a maximum performance of roughly 5.5 miles. If that sounds too expensive for your budget, don't worry. The company has already announced plans for other variants based on the same basic chassis. First and foremost is a standard model, the EF1T. It is the cheapest model with a projected 300-mile range, 470 horsepower, and a 7,500-pound towing capability, and don't think it's a slacker either, as the corporation has claimed a 6.5-second 0 to 60 mph launch time. Next up is a mid-ranger, the EF1TP Premium, which has 2 motors and promises 380 miles of range and a maximum power of 692 horsepower. This truck can carry a load of whopping 9,000 pounds, while also reducing the launch time by 2 seconds to 4.5 seconds. This leads us to the final question. Although the business is confident enough to disclose their exact numbers, they also admit that these vehicles are prototypes and not the final product. That is not necessarily a bad thing, because the company appears to welcome comments in order to improve their products, and as a result, we do not yet have any price confirmations. What we do have is a projected manufacturing date of about 2025. And with the Cybertruck having to be pushed back to 2023, I think that's a pretty good window to release in. Overall, if the organization is able to deliver on its promises, I don't believe anything or anyone can stand in their way of success. And on that note, we must end today's video. Do you think that these trucks can compete with Teslas? Let me know in the comment sections down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed today's content. Please do subscribe if you aren't already, and hit that like button to see more awesome videos from us in the future.